what she does. She's Chicago-based, photographer, graphics, all of that. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm glad you said Swopes right. Because everyone says Swoops. So I'm like, yo, you don't know me. She knows me. She gets me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how you got to basically do photography, start creating. How did you get started?
I got started when I was about 9 or 10 years old with graphic design. I owned my first website when I was in 6th grade. And from there, I just kind of started doing design, all digital design. And then finally in 2010, I signed up for Instagram, where I started taking photos with my phone. So I started shooting with an iPhone 4. And the iPhone 4 really projected me into this like crazy realm of Instagram fame, and I gained about 250,000 followers in about a few years. So here we are. I've leveraged it with a lot of different brand projects. I've traveled the world. I've spoken at the Apple Store like 4 times. I've just did a TED Talk. So
nice.
We got things happening.
Like, what was like your first photo and got the most likes?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I just remember very specifically the early days of Instagram are very different because there was this thing called the popular page. Yes. It was not the explore page. It wasn't based on algorithms. It was just really kind of like this thing where like if your photo got enough likes, you would be on this one page, and so everyone on Instagram would see your work.
Right.
And you would try to get as many likes in a certain amount of seconds to get on that page, and that for me was like the main goal. And I remember getting on there the first day, and I was like, yeah, I got so many followers, got so much, like, just connections to different people around the world. Like, that was the best. That was awesome.
So with creating these amazing photos, because I've seen your Instagram, and breathtaking.
Thank you.
With these photos, how did you start on your phone? Like, I didn't even know you can even do that on your phone, the things you can do with these things nowadays.
I love this question because it's one of the most important things to me. I do a lot of projects with Boys and Girls Clubs in the west side of Chicago and all around the city and around the world. And the main focus is about using what you have in your hand to leverage better things for yourself. And so for me, when I first started, I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have any money. I never was able to pay my rent. I had to borrow money from my mom. I was a college dropout. I was really struggling. I had no camera, no nothing. And so the best thing I had was an iPhone 4. And it was broken, but it had what it had. And so I got the internet. You know, I got Instagram, a free app. I had free editing apps like Snapseed and Visco, and those apps and those programs and social media, I just leveraged them and used them to my advantage, and I became who I am today. And you know, I think that's what inspires me, is having the fact that I came from nothing and built all of that from just that. So I try to tell people, you don't need expensive stuff to do what I do. I started from nothing, and here we are.
Awesome. I just wanted to say, I want y'all to hear what she said. Using your resources to your advantage. You don't have to have anything expensive or anything like that. And social media is such a amazing platform right now with everything you do.
It really is.
So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank
speaking
you.
with me today.
Yeah.
So find the Instagram.
At Swopes, SWOPES.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.